Everybody's so tired of the steak dinner.
Yeah.
Everybody offers the steak dinner. I want to be different. I want to offer something memorable.
If you are starting a marketing agency, what type of agency would you create where you are future-proofing yourself against AI taking over?
The hottest title now is the GTM engineer, somebody that comes in, optimizes your tech stack completely, and creates synergies between marketing and sales, and creates this magical, clean sales force that's fully enriched. Being able to have creative freedom as a marketer is nice. And I think we're seeing a lot more of that now in cyber. We're allowed to have humor. We're allowed to have entertainment now.
What's your advice? They want to get their brand off the ground. What advice do you have for them to get some recognition?
Well, you're gonna love my answer, video.
Video is huge. It's the human element. It's just short of being in person.
Don't lose that trust. Don't lose that trust. I mean, one massive rule that we had from the beginning is we are not going to let vendors into the Slack community. And to this day, we still hold true to that.
We show them a graph. We're spending 10 grand a month, but we got 150K in earned media value. The CMO could justify it to their CEO. All these deals closed, had watched several videos. I had to build a platform to get you guys to sit in the seat and keep doing it. But that was an epiphany that I had after going through a pretty big round of burnout of just traveling. I spent 82 nights last year on the road. Don't be their rage baiter either. There's influencers in the space. They will try to create controversy just to try to get people's attention.
Yeah, it's short-lived fame. Just be a good human, just be helpful.
Welcome to Cooking with CISOs. This is a very special edition, a dual edition, Marketers and Founders edition. I'm Alano Vasquez, your sous chef and host today, along with Maria Velasquez. I run Whyze Labs video marketing and production agency, specialized in cybersecurity. We help executives build their personal brands. We help brands leverage their executives to build brand awareness, to create demand, and to scale their companies. Today we have a really special episode with a dear friend, Maria. Thank you for coming on today.
Yes, excited.
And I wanted to kick it off for the people that don't know you, and beyond just a LinkedIn bio, who's Maria?
Yeah, Maria Velasquez. I've been in the cybersecurity industry as a marketer for about 10 years now. I think cybersecurity is one of those really cool, complex, unique industries where you spend 2 or 3 years and then you're hooked and you just can't do anything else, and that's the story. I'm a mom of 2 girls, Selma and Rania. Hi, baby. I love cooking. I am super passionate about food and bev. I am the unofficial official chef at the house. The kitchen is my happy place, so when you invited me to do this, it's like, oh, I gotta make time to do this. I have to.
Well, what I find really interesting is looking at your heritage and roots. So you're Moroccan and Peruvian.
Yeah, actually, so I'm Moroccan. I was born and raised in Morocco, Casablanca. Came here to the US high school age. Years later, ended up marrying a Peruvian. And so that's where the Peruvian story comes in. My kids are Peruvian and Moroccan and American. Our house is very spicy. We have a fridge that's got one side that's Moroccan hot sauce and one side that's Peruvian hot sauce. Loud household, full of love. My mother-in-law and father-in-law live with us. And the kitchen is a very, very busy place.
You know what I find really interesting too? I think the first time we met was just on the lobby floor like 3 years ago. It's the first time I had the opportunity to meet you. Come full circle, now we're cooking. And so I originally met you through the Cyber Marketing Society, right? And now you're at Brinca. And then you also have some big announcements. For the people that don't know that trifecta, give us a high-level overview of what you built with Society, where you're working now, and then where you're trying to go.
Cybersecurity is super unique and complex. Very quickly, I realized, okay, I think I'm gonna need help to excel at my job as a marketer in cybersecurity. I hit up a friend who had an amazing idea to create our own peer group. Everybody's got a society of some sort, or an association of some sort, where they can come together once a year, come together, meetups, regionals, doing workshops. And so we started one. We are the largest global community of marketing professionals that work in cybersecurity, just about over 4,000 global members. And we have an annual conference called Cyber Marketing Con that happens at the end of the year every year. So that's the community part. And in fact, my career in cybersecurity as a marketer propelled because of the society. Yeah, I'm at Brinca now, running demand gen and growth marketing alongside a very, very good friend CMO of mine. So that's super exciting. And then
at the crescendo, Okay, first of all, the can's already commented on. I would thought this was the full production can. You're like, this is interim, but this is really cool looking. So
Thank you.
give a little elevator pitch on it.
So Purple Drop is a beloved Peruvian drink called chicha morada. It is a drink that's made with purple corn, spices, lime juice, pineapple juice. We sweeten ours with organic agave. So we're completely reimagining this ancient drink that's been in Peru for centuries into a ready-to-drink can that Americans can also experience. This is my mother-in-law's recipe, and so my husband's Peruvian, and we were in Lima. I was telling you the story, and we had this light bulb moment. Why not bring this to American households too? It's very good for you. It's packed with antioxidants. It's low in sugar. It makes a great mocktail or cocktail mixer, and it just makes a nice like midday drink on ice with Pollo a la Brasa, which is what we're making today, which is the staple in Peru, right? The rotisserie chicken marinated in amazing spices and then roasted to perfection in the oven with a side of nice crispy French fries, ají amarillo sauce, which is also a must, and then a nice glass of Purple Drop, chicha morada.
Okay, well, let's get into the meal. Velasquez and Vasquez, 2 letters apart. Everybody on set assumed we were cousins, and neither of us corrected them. Thanks for watching, guys. In this episode, Maria said the smartest thing a cyber marketer could say: why spend money when you don't even know what it turns into? I'm Alano, founder of Whyze Labs. That question is our whole company. We prove which message your market believes and trace pipeline back to the words that actually opened it. AI may create the short list, but humans create the trust. We build both. So if you'd like to know exactly what your money turns into, check us out at whyzelabs.com and enjoy the rest of the episode.
Everybody's so tired of the steak dinner.
Yeah.
Everybody offers the steak dinner. I want to be different. I want to offer something memorable.
I am your sous chef today,
All right.
which is the extent of my culinary skills.
Okay.
So you just point, tell me what to chop up, what to get ready, and then I'll just follow your lead.
Love it. Okay. If you want, you can chop some onions, some garlic. We're going to saute that a little bit, and we're going to make our ají amarillo sauce. Okay.
Perfect.
And then while you do that, I'm going to get to marinating the chicken.
Awesome. Yummy.
All right. So we're going to marinate this chicken. It doesn't need to sit too long.
For some of the recipes, we've had to prep the day before. So maybe in our episode 2, we'll do something that needed a proper prep.
Yeah. Episode 2, we'll do Moroccan.
Maybe we could do that one in Vegas. We'll see.
Ooh.
We'll be attaching to big events: Gartner, AWS, Black Hat, RSA. Like you were saying, Brinker should totally consider, even if you guys could pull it off in-house, just take the cooking or the CISO dinner to the next level, right? Totally. Make it a culinary.
Totally. That's the thing too, like in cybersecurity, everybody's so tired of the steak dinner.
Yeah.
Everybody offers the steak dinner. I want to be different. I want to offer something else. I want to offer something memorable.
Yep, something cultural.
They can talk about with family. They can talk about with colleagues after. Did you walk the show floor a little bit this year?
I did, yeah. We went and caught up with a few clients. We had shot with one client. We recorded with Halcyon, did their customer advisory board. So we got some big case studies, which I tell everyone, as you and I know in marketing, are the most elusive creatures in security, or I mean a lot of industries, but you know, you can't get a case study from fintech company easily. And so you have to, when you have the opportunity to get those case studies, jump on them. Yeah. So we got some good case study videos for our clients. Yeah, since the last time you and I even had like a sit down conversation or just caught up, so much has passed with AI in general, right? And the irony is now you're going towards a brand that necessarily isn't going to thrive exclusively on AI. It's food and beverage, right? So I'm just kind of curious, what's your experience been so far? Maybe what you've seen in the community, what's everyone's reaction to AI and how you're leveraging it?
Yeah, I mean, on the cybersecurity marketing side, I think the biggest thing has been, how do we use AI for content, but then how do we not make it too AI? So it's still thought leadership. How do we use AI for content responsibly? Or how do we use AI for marketing responsibly? Because our audience and our buyers are already skeptical. They already hate marketing.
Yeah.
We don't want to give them another reason to hate marketing. Don't just add AI to your marketing without actually having something to show for it. Your product has to do what it says it does from an AI perspective. But buyers were also asking, how are you laying AI in your product?
Yep.
So vendors had to deliver. The hottest title now is the GTM engineer.
If you are starting a marketing agency today, I'm sure a lot of people in the society will be curious to hear this answer. What type of agency would you create where you are future-proofing yourself against AI taking over?
The hottest title now is the GTM engineer. So somebody that comes in, optimizes your tech stack completely, and creates synergies between marketing and sales, and creates this magical, clean sales force that's fully enriched, that your RevOps team is gonna love and your board team is gonna love. An agency that comes in and helps you clean up, set up your workflows, enrich your database automatically.
So they're connecting the dots. We tell our customers like, hey, make sure you integrate your Salesforce with LinkedIn. They're like, I don't think we want to do that. Well, you're asking us for perfect attribution. We need this stuff. So just having everything speak together so it could talk to maybe an investor, someone on the board, the head of sales, head of marketing, and just making it easier. Are you seeing that happen today where people are actually tooling that, like the GTM engineer?
There are a lot of companies that want to bring on tools like Clay, but you need somebody to manage, not only like implement it, but really build it and then manage it, right? If you don't have that in-house resource and you're not planning to hire for it, then you bring an agency to just set it up for you. So that's definitely already happening. I have RevOps agency on the Brinka side that's helping me clean up my Marketo. We want to be able to do better segmentation, and we want to learn more about our ICP. So we're connecting it to an API, GPT agent, and it's going through the entire database from a job title perspective. We taught it our ICP, and now it's going back to Marketo and tagging personas based on the criteria for each.
Yeah.
And the next thing we're gonna do is ICP scoring. So things like that, that before probably could have taken months and months to build in Marketo and maybe not even be able to build it. Now you can do that with AI. And that's super exciting. I definitely geek out on that stuff.
So where are we at? Walk us through what we just had to do here.
Okay, so we marinated it. We use ají panca, which is a Peruvian pepper, like a dark red pepper. It's slightly spicy, but it's smoky. And then we use a little bit of ají amarillo, which is also a native pepper to Peru. This one is a little bit more spicy. Then soy sauce, salt and pepper, cumin, oregano, a little garlic powder. So now we're ready to put it in.
All right. And I think we already preheat over here.
Yep.
Is it 350? Is that good?
350 is fine. Yep.
Okay.
And then we'll put it in the bottom, and then we'll switch to the top for that golden top. Well, let's let it run for like 30 minutes,
okay,
and then we'll check on it. And then now we'll make the ají amarillo sauce. Yeah, don't lose that trust. Don't lose that trust. I love this sauce because we could totally just use that ají amarillo sauce, but then like in Peru, they saute it, they like get a nice brown on the garlic and onions, and then you add that with a little lime, and then it just makes this like really creamy and smoky, spicy sauce. And you pour it on top of the chicken, and it's just absolutely mouth-watering.
I was just with you guys over at the event in Austin in November. What was it like from the first event? Because I feel like we have so much that we could learn from you.
Our very first Cyber Marketing Con was in DC, Arlington, Virginia, actually, across the bridge from DC. We're like, we're gonna get 80 people max, because right after the pandemic, we weren't sure if people were gonna come out. Next thing you know, we sold out and we had to take the ticket website down because we truly could not fit any more people. Most of the sessions in the rooms were standing room. You had people like lined up at the back just to hear the sessions and the content. Our keynote dropped out, and it just so happens that Nate Burke was actually speaking, and I texted him at 11 p.m. and I'm like, do you want a keynote tomorrow? And he was like, are you actually telling me at 11 p.m. the night before for an 8 a.m. keynote that you want me to keynote? He's like, okay, got it. And it ended up being a really amazing keynote. So that was one of my most memorable.
When you were in Austin just this past year, was it pretty smooth sailing?
Yeah, it was pretty smooth sailing. We have the muscle memory now, right? Some things are already established, processes are already established. Planning stuff is already established.
So there's light at the end of the tunnel.
Yeah. And we built that trust with obviously the marketers who are the attendees, and we see those as our customers too, right? Because we want them to be happy with the programming we're putting together. But then we also earn the trust with the vendors. So you see year over year, there is this established trust and credibility that these guys are legit.
What advice would you have for whether it's companies trying to build community around their brands or people trying to build a community in general that you feel like you wanted throughout the process?
Yeah, I think don't lose that trust. Don't lose that trust. I mean, one massive rule that we had from the beginning is we are not going to let vendors into the Slack community. And to this day,
Yeah.
we still hold true to that. And I think the members definitely appreciate that because it can become a marketplace really quick. One thing we always say is that we're always going to put our members first. So in any predicament, if it's not going to serve the members first, then we're just not going to do it.
I mean, you guys have stayed so humble and you didn't just try to make the brand about you guys. That's something that Ben and I want to be intentional with Cooking with CISOs. The goal is to make, the guest CISO or the co-host the hero of the story, right? Or the sponsor.
Yeah, it's all about storytelling. We're allowed to have humor. We're allowed to have entertainment now. I think a lot of times you have all these really cool ideas, but you can't bring them to life because there's a lot of internal buy-in that you have to go through. And not just from a leadership perspective, you have to get buy-in too from your own team.
Yep.
And if they don't see your vision, it's both heartbreaking and just disappointing too at the same time. And that's what I love about working at Brinka right now. I'm the CMO. Her and I have worked before together, but she is on board with all my craziness. I don't know if you saw, but we had a game show at our booth. It was a spin-off, Are You Smarter Than a Fifth Grader? But it was called Are You Smarter Than a CISO? It was 10 questions, and people could roll up to the screen, take the test, and then they get a sticker and a t-shirt that says, I am smarter than a CISO. It was actually really cool. We
Okay.
even had custom whiskey bottles we were giving out. That was definitely a hit. Just being able to have creative freedom as a marketer is nice. And I think we're seeing a lot more of that now in cyber. We're allowed to have humor. We're allowed to have entertainment now. Before it was very, very stiff. It was very like, oh, really? You're gonna do that? You're gonna say that?
Yes.
But now it's a little more hit.
One of the big ones we came up with this year, which we noticed just provided more value, made everything more affordable, was I think us being the only agency that's pulled off enterprise remote video. So yeah, we've had more traditional companies that are used to doing just big production and spending 50 grand on one video. And me telling them, your buyers, surprisingly, they're on TikTok or on Instagram, they're consuming short form.
Yeah.
So I was like, what if for the same amount of money, you could have dozens of videos, right? So we'll get regional SMEs in different geographies and different verticals to record from home on a green screen. And then we produce it, distribute it for them. And it makes it so much more affordable. And there's really no excuse now if an SME can't get on video. We're like, hey, you could do it at home. But that was an epiphany that I had after going through a pretty big round of burnout of just traveling. I spent 82 nights last year on the road, but it takes a lot out of you. And I was like, let's try this remote. Video's huge. I mean, it's the human element. It's just short of being in person. So we were kind of talking about for people who may have gone through a layoff, right? There's a lot of those happening today and they're getting kind of that entrepreneurial itch and they're like, maybe I could do this on my own. From an influencer standpoint, I don't know if you've ever necessarily just identified as an influencer, but you become one, people know you. And I'm sure people will stop you when you're walking on the floor. Does the butterflies of that ever go away or are you always just flattered when someone comes over and is like, oh my gosh, Maria, nice to finally meet you.
Always flattered.
And it's always a little uncomfortable too.
I want to make the time
Yeah.
to talk. There's always a butterflies. It's always flattering. It never gets old. I love it.
What's your advice to them if they don't want to wait forever to build a website, wait for all the SEO to mature, and they want to get their brand off the ground? People who maybe just like freelancing and consulting to start, what advice do you have for them to kind of just get some recognition? Is it do what you did, create content online?
You're going to love my answer. Video.
Video. Well, you did a lot of that. You did a lot of that. Yeah, we'll take it. Yeah, video's huge. I mean, it's the human element. It's just short of being in person.
Yeah.
Right?
And it doesn't have to be fancy.
Nope.
It doesn't have to be, Hollywood produced.
Yep.
Get in front of a camera and just be you. Just be authentic and make mistakes. Just be out there. Be vulnerable. That's like the biggest blocker is people think, well, I'm going to say this and I'm going to post this video. How am I going to be perceived? Are people going to even engage with it or like it? And they may not for the first 10, but they will if you just continue being yourself.
When you're talking to someone, you're like, hey, yeah, be vulnerable. Is it to share stories of, stuff that you went through, maybe that were real struggles to you, that maybe other people have gone through as well? So you could save them some headaches and some lost opportunity.
Yeah, just meet your community where they are in their journey. I've seen this done wrong many times, and I actually never want to go down that route where you're just judging. You're getting in front of a camera to say, how people are doing something wrong. That is not the way to build community.
Yeah.
You can teach them in a private setting. You can put together a workshop to teach them how to do something better.
Yeah.
But you don't just oust them like that on social channels.
Don't be their rage baiter either.
Yeah.
Like there's influencers in the space, which has been interesting to see, where they will try to create controversy just to try to get people's attention. They then create a lot of awareness. Maybe they could even build a following, but who's going to actually hire you to do anything for them just because you got a bunch of polarizing stuff that Jerry said?
Yeah. It's short-lived fame. Just be a good human. Just be helpful. All right, let's check on the chicken.
I had to build a platform to get you guys to sit in the seat and keep doing it. I want to get your idea on this one. In order for us as an agency to get people to continue to create content until they see it materialize, it's not a 2-week thing, it's not a 4-week thing when you're building brand and creating awareness before the demand comes in. We built a platform called Lytics that is allowing us to be able to track engagement within LinkedIn's terms. So you could say like, oh, I saw Alano liked my content. But what it does, it allows you to set the value of how much is an ICP view worth? Let's say $5. And then we can show you, we get 50,000, or let's say 20,000 ICP views. It's kind of like the earned media concept. So we show them a graph of, we're spending 10 grand a month on Whyze, but we got 150K in earned media value. The CMO could justify it to their CEO. And then what typically happens 6 months after they've done it consistently, they're like, all these deals closed, have watched several videos. And I was like, I had to build a platform to get you guys to sit in the seat and keep doing it.
Yeah.
So you didn't churn, so you could see it materialize. I don't think agencies have built enough tools to really justify their existence, and a lot of them are getting banned on LinkedIn. Can you imagine being the investor in a software platform that is on LinkedIn and then being kicked off and being like, oh, there goes my investment? Right now, the big theme has been, hey, use Claude Chrome in LinkedIn to help you prospect. Do not do that. LinkedIn can see Claude, how it's operating, and they'll pick up on that and they will ban your profile. Like, reach out, find 20 minutes once a week to do your networking on there.
Just do it the right way. It's really not that hard.
But it's totally a platform that rewards people using it as they intend it. Okay, so we're getting pretty close.
While the rest of this potato crisps up, we're gonna start cutting the chicken. French fries without salt
That's not a French
is
fry.
a crime. Call it our truth. Right, little salsa criolla.
That looks delish. Okay, we're ready to take a bite now. Really good.
There's a Peruvian chef that does this, and when he takes the first bite, he goes, buenazo.
Well, it's not too often that you get the trifecta, right? The seasoned marketer at an incredible company like Rinka, the co-founder of Cybersecurity Marketing Society, someone that's willing, after walking around and running all around a week, to come out, and also the person responsible of this amazing new brand, Purple Drop.
Thank you.
Cheers for a bright future and Purple Drop.
Cheers, salud.
Salud. And we're out.